Oh, Genmea, welcome. Sweet smells are there, absolutely. Now the wind is blowing, it's like perfume flying around. Feels so nice. Ironically, it's the coldest season, but as you see, not cold anymore. Or maybe this year, who knows. It's quite warm. Today will be 12 degrees Celsius. A few days ago was 15. It's supposed to be 8. Half of that. The warm section. Soup. Cocoa. More soup. Wait, this is hot lemon. Here's the soup. If you read no Japanese, I don't know. Maybe you make a mistake and be surprised. How's it in New York? Is it hot, warm, winter? I heard the polar vortex has attacked, especially Canada, and it went down to you guys, somewhere down to Florida. 1 degree Fahrenheit. What is 1 degree Fahrenheit these days? I mean, in Celsius, that's gotta be minus something, right? People are doing barbecue here today. 5 barbecuists. 1 degree Fahrenheit, that sounds really cold. Wow, that guy has a whole oven with a 3-4 meter chimney. That's something. Just above freezing. Oh, cold. You beat us. Look at this. Summer. She's like spring or strange. Snow and snow. This year didn't snow here, and I'm really happy. I got my car checked at Toyota. They washed it again. Last time they washed it, they made it more dirty because I wash it better. Yeah, man. So nice. Mornings are a little bit chilly, maybe 4 degrees Celsius. Close to you, your temperature. Sorry, I'm only wrong. 32 degrees is freezing. So yeah, 1 degree Fahrenheit is really below zero. Like really cold and freezing. They're supposed to have snow in Florida? They said they hadn't had snow for 6 decades. It was on the Canadian news, I think. Gregory, oh, finally, minus 17, my God. Welcome to the not so cold Saskatchewan temperatures. Oh my gosh. Usually, you don't get this, right? Usually you have what, 0? Something maybe close to that. Polar vortex is upon you. I wonder what do the people do, like, more south of you. They must be completely shocked. And New Orleans has snow. Oh my gosh. That has to be extreme. So extreme. Very frigid. We had a couple of inches. Oh my gosh, it snowed too. Couple of inches. Whoa, that's a serious stuff for a big city. Yeah, I remember when here like 2 centimeters, it's not even an inch, falls down. It's a disaster. Disaster. Birds are chirping around. Oh, look at this tree. It's been all pruned. It's a huge one too. They had to prune it for safety. It's gigantic. Ginkgo's down. The nuts are down too. Embedded into the sidewalk. Borrowing equipment from cities who gets. Oh my gosh, this is difficult. You know how costly it is to remove the snow? Like extremely costly. Sometimes in Canada, in those little smaller cities, they run out of budget for removing the snow, and everyone complains like they cannot go out or use the, use the street. Well, the bulbul was just eating these things here. Look at this, it's all red. Oh, they're eating, there's so many of them here. Oh my god. Oh, they flew away. And then, people just have those blowers normally. If you have money to buy one, I mean, it makes sense in when we have snow all the time, but just going out and flipping the snow is very difficult. Chicago ran out of salt. Oh gosh. Yeah, I mean, in Canada, in Saskatchewan, for example, the temperatures are so low that the salt freezes too, so they don't really use salt at all. What is this thing? Oh, it's like a delivery. Someone is sleeping over there. Maybe it's a delivery person, but it's maybe private. That shouldn't happen in Canada. They should know better. Like, Canada is poor, Some city, 200,000 people, barely exist. Terrible transport. Everyone must have a car. Bigger cities are probably okay. Oh, look at those plum trees. Which one's gonna be first? This one, I bet. Look for blower in the spring and summer when people are tossing them. Yeah. I've seen people here with children toys removing the snow from the storefronts. Look at this. They're coming. Spring is officially on February the 3rd. This is the official flower, the plum blossom. Oh, they are progressing so slowly. I love these trees, In a couple of days they will be out. Wow, beautiful. I've seen people with screwdrivers trying to chip the ice from in front of their store entrance. That was a killer. Very intuitive. Yeah, it's coming, and probably lots of sneezing because they make a lot of pollen. Oh, this tree is gonna be, I think, faster. Look at this. They're coming. Look at this. Wow, it's gonna be so pretty. Where is the first flower? There's gotta be a mutant here somewhere. Oh, there's almost one there. It's very uniform though. No strangeness on this. Brown? What do you mean? The buds are brown? That's how they look. They have this. They're actually kind of reddish. No, I mean everything else is sleeping. The grass is dormant because it's winter. Just These trees are green. Is all of Japan dry this year? No. Japan is, so long. They have completely different climates and seasons, and like the north is lots of snow, like 8 meters in Aomori. That's the snowiest place on earth. Wow, what happened to this one? It's like a cricket. And then you go down on the northern ridge of Japan, going down south or southwest. That brings you tons of rain and snow. Like no one wants to live there because it just snows and rains, and there aren't many big cities up there. And the southern part is like this: sunshine every day. Oh, look at these birds flying there. Wow, circling. Then you go more southwest. It gets kind of tropical, but once you go to Okinawa, it's completely tropical. There's like mini summer there in the winter. Quite comfortable. I would still go into the ocean because it seems so warm. But over there, the trees that need winter, like apples, they just don't grow because it's a tropical climate. So Japan has, huge range. The jet stream comes from west to east, and it blows across the Japan, and Japan is kind of like a zigzag, very long zigzag, and we are at the bottom of that lower part of the zigzag. So the mountains will suck the rain and snow, and here you get this kind of weather in the winter. And different seasons give you also less or more rain. But here it's relatively sunny and less rain. Just like when you pass Rocky Mountains on the other side, you have passing Alberta, Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan is super dry because the Rocky Mountains, stop all that ocean front and jet stream, and moisture is just sucked out. Keeps Japan warm. Warm? I don't know. It's also El Nino. It's also global warming. Who knows what's happening? I swear 2-3 degrees above the normal temperature. How many miles long is Japan? Oh man, it's long. I don't know in miles, but from here to island of Kyushu is 1,200 kilometers. Would it be fair to say 4,000 kilometers long? If you include the islands, it's gonna be, if you go to Okinawa, there's a lot of space in the ocean. It's gonna be more than 4,000, I think. And in miles, kilometer is what? A mile is 1 kilometer is a half a mile. So, or I don't know. I don't know. Japan is really long, like long. It spans incredible amount of, space. And it's a huge island. So, different sides of the island are different. There are these islands in the south where you climb up to a very high elevation, and over there it's cold at the top, but at the bottom, tropics. It's one of the islands has the oldest tree in Japan, the Jomonsugi, which I think you can go and see in the jungle. It's absolutely enormous tree. It's a cedar. Wow, this is pretty. Look at these Wintersweets. Ah. Oh, what a nice smell. If you associate this with Japanese toilet, no, if there would be a scent like this put in Japanese toilets, you would think, Japan. When you smell these flowers. Sniffing, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice. And the cool thing is that the bees are, no insects are now, it's the separate season for them. So it's middle of winter, the coldest part. Everything is hibernating. It's very comfortable. No big hornets, no snakes. It's the safest climate, safest season to walk. Just wonderful. Mount Fuji has snow. You can see it from far away. I can tell you, I drove from here to Osaka port, and that took forever and ever. I think it was from here to Nagoya is 300 kilometers, I think, and also that takes forever and ever. But to Osaka, I thought, this is gonna be the Iron Monkey butt ride. And there I transferred to the ferry that took me to the island of Kyushu. But Kyushu is another 600 kilometers or more, and that was a night floating ride. So yeah, it's huge. And you don't want to get caught in highway traffic jams. It's not like you can pass like in Saskatchewan like a rocket and think you can go from Saskatoon to Calgary on one go. That's 600, 700 kilometers. I think Edmonton is 600 kilometers away. I drove there like in one go. It's really boring. Land is flat. The cool part is when you start hitting Rocky Mountains later, like when you go towards like Banff, those places. Absolutely beautiful, because you drive for forever and ever on the flat prairies. There's no end to the road, and then you start seeing these huge mountains in front of you. It's like, whoa, some mountains. It's like people who never saw an ocean finally see like how big the ocean is, surprised. But in Japan, people don't drive these distances because it's a killer. Killer to you and your car, probably. The coolest thing is to go to Yokohama or Shin-Yokohama station, board the Shinkansen, and guess what? In 4 hours 20 minutes you are already on that other island 1,200 kilometers away. It's just the best thing I've ever seen. Of course, you can go and take an airplane, but airports are usually at the different inconvenient locations. You need to be there ahead of time. But Shinkansen, you just show up, transfer from your normal train, board the Shinkansen, and off you go. 300 something kilometers per hour. I mean, I'm talking about the bullet train. That's what the Shinkansen is. Bullet train is just amazing. Before you even go, you can pick up your lunch. And if you've forgotten lunch, there will be a nice lady selling lunch boxes on board. There are toilets. There's warm water. And it's comfortable. You can take a nap. Looking outside is very tiring to the brain because you go so fast. Your brain cannot process everything that it sees. So you can just get too tired. I would love to. There was a ride of Shinkansen from New York, passing to Saskatoon to Vancouver, or like the West Coast from East Coast. That would be so fast. That would be so awesome. And you don't need to have any checks. At the airport you have to check your luggage, and it takes a long time to do it. It's just this extra step and stress and time waster. All you just do that, you just take a nap on the Shinkansen, and you wake up and eat something, and you after 4 hours you're ready to explore, or go straight to catch another train and go to the city you like at the destination. Some birds. When I first came to Japan, I wanted to go by Shinkansen, but it was so expensive. Impractical if you just want to take Shinkansen from one big city here to a smaller city outside. But I took the cheapest Shinkansen. I don't even remember what I paid, but it was some, less than $100 for sure. $40, $50, maybe 40 or 30. But it was like, I'm boarding the train. Okay, at the destination, deboarding. And this is like, by car you would have to drive at least 2.5 hours. It was that fast. And this was the Shinkansen from really old times, like 70s, like the slowest they had. I think it's in a museum now, they don't use it. You have checks on distance trains? No, really? Oh my gosh, I hope this never comes here. The whole convenience of going and riding is just so much fun. I mean, people go by those Shinkansen, to work every day. They go there and they come back by the same train. If they had to be checked, that would not be convenient for them anymore. I think that the line would lose a lot of customers. Yeah, it's incredibly cool. You live somewhere, jump into the bus. Bus takes you to the station. You just figure out where's the closest Shinkansen station. You go there, and you can even buy a ticket without reservation. I mean, you will not have a guaranteed seat, but you can sit in the seat till the reserved person arrives, and then search for another seat, I guess. And the tickets that are non-reserved seats are cheaper, of course. Whoa, there goes the train. And the tickets that are reserved, you know, that you have a peace of mind, you have a seat. And every now and then, you know, there are these major stations where the Shinkansen stops. There's this beautiful music that comes. Each station has its own music. It, you know, you cannot miss it. Imagine if you forget to get off, and then, you know, instead of in New York, you get off in Toronto. Crazy. Where's Mount Fuji? Invisible today, too many clouds. Oh no, there is something there. There is something there. Let's maybe try to zoom in. Yeah, a little bit visible. See the big giant right in between the poles. There are mountains in front of Mount Fuji, of course. Here you can kind of see it. Over there must be freezing, nice, cold and windy. Oh man, what happened here? Oops. Find the right menu. There we go. Haven't done much train travel, only within New York State and then Washington DC. Yeah, you know, this is the thing, you know, some countries or cities, the trains are convenient, and in some it's like, yeah, it was convenient 100 years ago and now it's not so convenient. But you know, here the trains are so cheap. If you compare it to cars or going by bicycle, you just get on, get off, paid some, you know, $1 something, $2. I think within few stations you probably be paying like few dollars only. If you go, you know, some 15 kilometers, maybe that's like $8. And you know, they are always on time. Always on time. Oh, Tokyo Fire Department. What are they transporting? It's really neat to go by train. I mean, the train is coming again. Huh. Over there you can see a little bit. Gone. Trains on time, to the second. And the thing is that there's so many train companies. You can go and you can go in many ways, not just one, you know. You want the cheapest one? Boom, there's the cheapest one. You want the one with the least transfers? Boom, there is that. You want the one without stairs? Boom, there is that too. You want the longest one and the cheapest? Yep, that's there too. Yeah, in Canada too, planes were very convenient. I mean, just driving and going by plane. Oh, what a relief that was. I mean, after 700 kilometers, you and the car are tired. What is this? It's a cross. Someone died here. Kids were maybe playing. But here, this is just paradise. Which train? And forget, just there aren't just trains. There's subways, metro. It's all connected. Sometimes the metro becomes train, and sometimes train becomes the metro. Sometimes one company will lease the train to the next company, which is on the same train track. So you don't change the trains because it's just a different company. They share the costs. It's just train stops, people come out, people come in, and then it says, welcome to this company. Now we're going from here to there. Something really, really shocking if you are lost, I guess, or you're panicking. Yeah, this is the thing. You don't need a car. Go on the train, get to the place, guaranteed on time. With car, you are never guaranteed. You're never guaranteed you're gonna arrive at the airport at the same time you want, or some, dentist appointment. On the train, you just get there on time. And there's lots of support, like every station has toilets, food, tons of food. Almost, the stations are like shopping malls owned by these rail companies. And sometimes the rail company also owns the buses that arrive at the station. But they also allow, city buses to come there as well. So it's so convenient to go from Yokohama to Tokyo, and just travel around, go to Mount Fuji, come back. Like, it's so fast. You can still do things if you are not tired, walking and standing. Someone will say, let's go down to Chinatown in Yokohama. Boom! Done. Take a train. They actually made the subway that goes straight from Tokyo all the way down to Yokohama. And the station is right there by the Chinatown entrance. Like, how amazingly convenient. And then when you're tired, you just go off and take off to some other part of Tokyo. There's even the train line that goes all the way around in circle. So you can ride around the whole downtowns. Each station is its own downtown, and there's countless stations on the way, like Shibuya, Shinjuku, Ueno, Shinagawa, Omori. So you can choose which downtown you want to go to. And there isn't really downtown here. It's, I don't know. It's all split out into those stations. I had to memorize the speech going to Washington, and it was easy. The horn on, off the rails. Home of the rails. It was kind of difficult traveling before the smartphones came, because you had to go to the station. At the station, there would be a huge map with pretty much every station you can get to from that place. And then you have to figure out which station you're getting off. You find that station on that map, and then it tells you how much to pay. Then you go to the vending machine, throw the money in, buy the ticket. Then go put the ticket into the gate. The gate lets you through, and it spits the ticket out because you need it to put it in the machine at wherever your destination is. Hum of the rails. And then at the destination, let's say you went too far. So if you go to the gate will refuse you entry. It will spit the ticket back and close itself. You have to go to an adjustment machine, and then you put the ticket in the machine tells you how many more cents you have to pay. You throw the money in there, and then you exit. That was a long time ago. So now everything is contactless IC cards. You just use these cards. You can load your passes on them. If you want to buy a pass and you travel often, it's much more it's cheaper. Plus, that card can also be used to board buses. And if you have it set up with the train company, every time you pass the gate and the limit of money on that card is below the minimum, it will recharge your card automatically when you're passing out and going out or in through the station. So you don't need to go to any ATM to charge it. It's just like you have money on it all the time. And now these cards are built into the phones. So you have to have a phone, and you pay with that card on the phone. You can even go to any store and pay by beeping that card everywhere. It's super convenient. Super convenient. And fast. All you have to do is like beep go, beep go, beep go. And I think now you can recharge that card with your phone, so you don't need to go through the train station gate to trigger that. And you can also have that card completely together with a credit card. So you can use the credit card, or you can use that card. They're like two in the same card. Also convenient, because you can rack up the points, and basically maybe when you pay for the phone, or you can reimburse those points back. I always reimburse my points back into that card, IC card. So pretty much when I ride the train, it's always free. I never pay for it. But I don't ride trains often, so just occasionally. And if not, I just buy something on that, and the points accumulate, and I keep on I can even go to the shopping mall and order some gift for myself, whatever I need for kitchen and things. The plastic world, I think the plastic world is already gone. It's just the phone world these days. Everything is on the phone. Soon will be chipped in our heads, and will be the meat world. I've been watching the sail race. 3 people have arrived already. My gosh, the hero's welcome was amazing. So great. you'd see these people coming on the land after a record of 66 days. The first guy arrived after 66 days. Beat the whole record of the race. And everybody else is now still in the water. Ah, it looks so beautiful. They get greeted, they get to open the champagne, they get congratulated by the president of the race. The family comes. All the sailors that already arrived come back to greet them too. I don't think anyone gets any sleep, you know. You can see the wear and damage on their boats and sails. Everything is flaying. Wow, it's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, no worries. You know, you can always watch it on the YouTube. All the videos are there. Or the arrival, my gosh, you know, like a little town, but there's like tens of thousands of people coming to greet them. And they stay there at the night freezing because it's winter. And then, you know, like they must be out there for like 8 hours before they arrive. Last time the first guy was supposed to arrive on time, and then the wind changed and they said, yeah, he's gonna arrive next day, see you guys. And even then lots of people came. So yeah, Europeans are dedicated to this. Kuon, gosh, the French guy, no, I cannot remember his name. Charlie Dalin. He was just crying, they're happy. Outstanding. Second one was, I think, Johan Richaume. And the third guide was Sebastian. I don't know his name. So, yeah, they're all back in the skipper's village now. But you can watch the arrival. It's quite entertaining. And if you get bored, you just fast forward on YouTube. Anyway, I gotta get going. Thanks for coming. And enjoy the cold. I hope it passes quickly. Send some of it here. It's too warm. Take care for now. Scoping down.